Good
Oh,
morning, good
God.
evening, ladies, gentlemen, Palti, Familiar, Tone and Marto. Guess what it is? It's episode 72 AC. But before I introduce you two boys, it is also Champions Day. And we are the champions here. So we need to celebrate that first. Marto, Tone, how are you?
All
Yeah,
set,
I'm not too
ready to
bad.
go.
Like you said, Champions Day brings the Melbourne Cup Carnival to an end, and then we get into the shit racing over summer while we wait for autumn to build.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah.
Now, what's the wash up after the Cup, gents? What do you think? Cup and Oaks, for that matter.
Well, for me,
Uh,
I thought Saturday was Punters Day, Tuesday was a Bookies Day, bit of a mixed bag on Oaks Day. So let's say it's roughly a draw, and we're going to clean up on Saturday.
What about you, Tone?
yeah, for Saturday it was a bit wishy-washy. Today was good. Um, Saturday, yeah, we'll clean up Saturday again. Finish off the carnival with a few winners at
Jesus,
reasonable
Taz,
prices, I think.
he doesn't sound too confident, Taz.
Well, no, but that's good when Tone's not confident. That's when you get on.
You're exactly right.
So it doesn't matter. Now, I will say to all the people out there that backed half yours, well done. To all
Yes,
the
well done.
people that were goody two shoes, well done. And
Was mentioned.
and all to all those earthlings, because I've got the alien thing happening, and you can
Oh,
see
here we go.
my back's like the background, the Middle Earth. Well done. So if you've got a piece of that of the trifecta, well done. How
Hey,
did you?
just on that, I want to say I got a feel for Ash Morgan. I mean, he rode half yours in Sydney to those wins, and then he wanted to go and ride half yours in the Caulfield Cup. But the ownership group of Private Harry said, no, mate, you're staying in Sydney to ride him in the Everest. So he's missed that chance in the Caulfield Cup. And because Jamie Mellon's won there, then they've sat her on his back in the Melbourne Cup. So what might have been for Ash Morgan, well done to Jamie Mellon, take nothing away from her. But you sort of, for me, I look at both sides of the fence and think, well, what might have been for Ash Morgan?
Tone? Did you know that Marto was on both sides of the fence?
Yeah, I
Get
didn't
left in
know.
Jackson that way.
But yeah,
Look,
I must say it's the first time I think that I've backed the Caulfield Cup winner and the Melbourne Cup winner.
Yeah,
And
Ben Mellon rode both winners too.
but I didn't have the whole tenor of that. Now I didn't have very much on it both times. I just
Oh, this year's cup was wide open, and honestly, Land Legend opened it up for the winners and probably the first trifecta to come through and win there. But Joe Moreira, what a shocking ride on Land Legend, and then blames the horse after. He took no credibility for it. He
he's
said, "Oh, he's a naughty horse," and he pulls away, and you have to let him go. No, mate, you're on the back of the horse. You're not running 2400. You're running 32. Do your job and steer the bloody thing.
Yeah, it's not that easy though. I remember a trainer many years ago, Billy Walk was his
Of course,
name.
it is. It's easy. We're sitting here in our armchairs, mate. It's easy.
Oh, of course it is from that regard. But he said you can't pull a pulling horse. So sometimes you got to
Yeah.
go because if you pull a pulling horse, you're only working double as hard.
They overwork, yeah, and yeah, I'm hoping it's just he's cut his lip. But when half yours crossed the line, he had a mouthful of blood. There was none coming from the nose, so it's obviously not respiratory. But he's probably just cut his lip on the bed or something.
The
Hopefully.
official is his big tongue. It's something that he
Oh
does.
yeah,
He does do a fair bit because when
right there you go.
if they bleed internally, it comes out through their nostrils. But
Yes, yeah, that's what I mentioned.
yeah, but it was just a tongue bite. Now, from a different perspective, I was listening to the radio today. Tony G, the poker player,
Yep.
part owner of two horses in the Melbourne Cup. I didn't know this, but he owns
Mm.
10% of half yours, sorry, and 40% of Al Rifa.
And there
wow.
you go.
So I didn't know. So yeah, it cost him. He said 30,000 for 10%. And I think for 40% of Alrifa, it cost him over a mil. So his
Mm.
poker days have obviously done him well. And he's just bought another one with Leon Corson's called Yellow Jersey. They're bringing it over here. And I think he said he paid 1.4 million. Not bad, is it, for a a bum from Caulfield North, Victoria, who was absolutely killed them in poker, killed them with just a lot of that, done super
Yeah,
well.
that's the it's the app at the table that throws them off.
Yeah,
I've seen him play, and I've watched him play live actually, and it's quite amazing to see him play. But as a player, he'd really get under your skin, and you know
yeah,
why that it's a number of players off pots or playing pots they shouldn't be. But hey, good on him.
no,
Good on him.
absolutely. I bumped into him once at a poker game, and I
Mm,
thought he was a little bit arrogant. But having said
yep.
that, it's a poker game and that's his style. But listening to him on a radio, it really surprised me because I don't know, he just sounded like a normal person who didn't have this facade about him of arrogance or anything like that. So good luck to him. He was really praising Australian racing. Um, I
Mm.
hope one day, Tone, you, I, and Marto, or Marto, you, and me, or whatever, can maybe come up with 1.4 million to buy a horse. Eh? How good would that be?
Bloody hell.
Tone, have
It's
you
not
got
bad if you get it.
1.4 million in Japan somewhere?
No, the Japanese peso isn't. It's not faring so well.
Now, Champions Day, we'll get straight into it. So we'll go with the Kickstarters because I think there could be a bit of controversy with them. I'll go first because I'll kickstart the controversy because I'm going across the ditch to Riccarton.
Oh
And
my God.
yep, Riccarton in New Zealand, race seven, number one, captured by love. Now, it'll race here at about, I think it's a 10 to 1 Victorian time. So it's still a Kickstarter as such. Look, this horse last
Right.
year, or what, when I say last year, last autumn, came across to Melbourne and raced up against Treasure the Moment. It failed over a mile, but I've been following it from the early days in New Zealand. Highly talented. I rate it. I think this race, third up, it's over 1400. Oppie Blossom on it, $2.70. Wet, dry, bog, whatever it is, it just wins. When it came over to Melbourne, things didn't pan out for it. It's gone back to New Zealand. It's had two runs. Oppie Blossom captured by love, and that's exactly what we are. That's my starter. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, well, I'm up first in Rose Hill, so let's get that out the way. I'm going in a highway. Thanks, Tone. Number 7, Favour the Bold. I'm taking on the favourite Social Circle here. Favour the Bold just gets a nice little run. Social Circle will set up the speed. There's a couple of roughies will be up there on the bunny as well. But meanwhile, while that's all happening, Favour the Bold is sitting behind him. Reece Jones stays on. Won a couple of nice races in Scone, Maiden, and then stretched out over 1,300. Looked really, really good. 1,200 in the city on the big track. I think it looks pretty special to beat the favourite at $4 odds. I'll have a little go.
Why not?
That's it.
Tone, where
Yep.
are you headed, mate?
I'm going to stay in Melbourne at Flemington, and I've gone for race Flemington race 2, number 14 sevens at about $10 and 320 the place in a race that's highly competitive. I think for this horse, the wetter the better. It's drawn out
Yeah.
in 10. Uh, Yeah, the only worry I have is Willows on it. It's weighted nicely. It's at a nice price in a competitive race. And I think sevens is just going to swim home.
You know what I
Is it
like?
going to rain though?
No,
Is the rain coming though?
uh,
I don't think
there's a
so.
little bit, not a lot.
Yeah, I
It
don't,
said, oh, no, I've read the wrong rain report. It says high intensity rain or something.
Yeah, but it
because
won't be
that
long.
was why I sort of when you put it up in the chat tone, I sort of shook my head and thought, this thing's a mudlark. How's he going with sevens? Especially against Sabaj after the run in the Silver Eagle. Got so unlucky. I think he should have really pushed linebacker in the Silver Eagle. But that's opinionative. But I just didn't see it running on a dry track.
Look, the one I'll tell you how he picked it. Watch this. Ready? Tone? It's race two, correct?
Yep.
It is, yes,
Okay. Its name is Sevens, correct?
yes.
2 times 7 equals what number is it?
14.
There you go. There's the
Well,
formula.
No, no,
Might
no.
not
the
be
weird
mine,
wonder.
but it's in mine.
Okay. Good luck,
Is that
Tone.
That's all
I
good.
hope the rain
uh,
comes for you, mate. If the rain does come, then he's going to halve those odds. That's for sure.
It's a South
But
uh,
Australian horse too, isn't it? It's got South Australian
yeah, it
form.
is.
Yeah,
Has been. Yeah.
yeah. So, oh, good luck. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, Champion Stakes, the Champions Day. We'll go through all our bets and then we'll see if we can come up with any
Yeah.
special
Okay. Well, let's
through
zip
those.
through them then, so we can get back to them.
All right, let's go. Tone, whilst we're at it, just give us your best bet. Is it
best bet is Flemington race 4, number 5. She's a hustler at Free Skins. Geordie Childs rides this all the time. It's just a cut and shut, I reckon. Turn the key, it just wins. It's in
Good win
top
last
form.
start.
Make it 3 in a row on the bounce, drawn nicely. The weight is fine, all good, just wins.
I love it. Big child
Beautiful.
combination. Looks the winner. It's in a 262, by the way. So
Oh,
you've
the punt,
obviously
punt.
had some of it on already. Marto, you go up next if you like.
Yeah, mate. We're picking a very, very weak field at Rose Hill, race 5. If this thing can't win, I think I should quit. Hertzville Zagreb in race 5. Zachy Lloyd on barrier 11. Gets plenty of tempo in this race, but it's a very, very weak field. Yeah, good luck getting a beat.
Yeah, it's interesting because I
It's
backed
it's
it.
a poor horse in a weak field.
Yeah, look, it should probably get the job done. I'm going to Eagle Farm. I'm going back to the well, which I don't often do, but I am. Eagle Farm race 4, number 7, Larrikin Rogue, has trialled up since its last start, and it trialled up with Ben Thompson on it behind Pocketing. Now, since then, Pocketing went out and ran a second, and Pocketing
Mm.
looks like it's probably one of the better bets of the day up at Eagle Farm. This horse does excel at Eagle Farm. It's had, I think, 8 starts and it's been in the money 6 or 7. Benny Thompson on it, 1400. I think it's suited at Eagle Farm. It can get back and make ground, unlike when it goes to Doomben. So, race 4, number 7, Larrikin Rogue. Ben Thompson to get the job done.
Beautiful.
Let's go
Oh,
for
beautiful.
our outsiders. Let's try to get one home because we can place, but let's try
Oh,
to.
the glory days.
So, the Glory Days bets, who's up first? I don't know. It's you,
I
Mark.
got Yeah, I got
Must be
race 6
Mark.
at Rose Hill. Just bringing up the page. I actually forgot about this. Thrill Hunter. Thrill Hunter at $14, 360 the place. Was a very, very good maiden. I don't often like backing up from maidens into the next start. I like to see them, but everything's fresh here. It's a race for 2-year-olds. A golden gift at Rose Hill, over 1,100 meters. Barrier 11. We got Ash Morgan on, who could have been the
Yes.
Melbourne Cup winner. I do like the way he rides in Sydney, though. It has come in a little bit. This horse does like the dry. I think it's drawn well. And it was a nice start, first start, 54.5 kilos. Let's go. $14. I'll have a little crack.
Way to look at it. It's defenseman's race. I want to see how it goes. Um,
Yeah, that's another.
just to see how it goes. I'm not saying I'm on it, but if I was prepared to back it last time, I want to see how it goes. Tone, yourself?
Yep.
Flemington race 9, number 5, Mount Niseko. I almost made this my TT.
Wow.
26 skins and 650 the place. Since this horse has changed stables back in August from
Mm.
Tony Fitzsimmons to Chris Bieg, Bieg,
That's him.
it's been on fire. 3 wins, a second, a third, and an 8th. And I know it's a short backup, but I think it's overpriced here. $26. I think it's overpriced. I think it can win again. It just keeps on. It's on fire.
It's
Yeah, well, they
interesting.
backed Dolly Bolly into favourite, and that thing just keeps placing. It can't win. So
It's
I
interesting.
do like Mount Niseko.
Tone, I tend to
Sorry,
agree
Taz.
with you because I had a look at it. Yeah, no, Stolly Bolly's in it as well. It's going to be favourite again. But this
Yep.
one, a benchmark 82 at Morfordville, and it comes here into a benchmark 80. So
80. Yeah.
yeah, so it's not as if it can't win. It has been racing well. Yeah, I reckon it's a good roughie. I'm also, but I'm going back to Adelaide, and I've gone to race
Oh, oh, oh.
number 9. Take a pick, and it's got
I
Stubby Holder on board. It's about $15. It's first up. It is a stayer, but it has won over 1400. I black booked it when it won at Swan Hill. The last start it had over 2400. But you know what they say, good stayers can sprint well fresh. It can go forward or it can actually come from behind. I just like the booking of Stubby Holder on it first up for a horse that will definitely get better as it gets over ground. But I'm prepared to take a chance that it's ripe and ready. So take a pick. What have you got it in
look
there?
at that. Look at that there. Look at that there. It's on my special card. Morphettville, race 8, number 9. Take a pick. $15 to win, $4 to place.
Oh,
I
have you got
like it.
another one, Taz?
No, Tony and I don't often line up, which
You
could
don't? No,
No,
this would be interesting.
so it's not a bad thing.
I did look at it. So I think you're on the money, Ted. Oh, on the money. I'm definitely going to back it. Absolutely.
Speaking of
Yeah,
on the
well,
money, we've got 3 Group 1s, each worth $3 million at Flemington on Saturday. Champion Sprint, Champions Mile, Champion Stakes. Shall we talk about them right now?
we will. And we'll start with race 5, which is the Queen Elizabeth. Let's
Oh,
start.
of course, we've got the Queen Elizabeth as well. It's a Group 3.
So the Queen Elizabeth. So we're going to go race 5, 6, 7, and 8. So
Yeah,
race
let's do it.
5, I'm going to kick us off. How's that? Because I'm a bit
Yeah,
ready.
do it. What do you like
Birdman.
there, mate?
Birdman. I liked its run in the Caulfield Cup. I thought it would have snuck into the Melbourne Cup. It didn't. I've gone back and watched the replay of the Caulfield Cup, and I think that it probably wasn't in the best ground. It was my smoky. I think the Caulfield Cup form has held up, and outside of what was it? Half yours was the top run, won it. That Nocturne or whatever, the 4 that ran fourth in the
Yep.
Melbourne Cup. So
Massage Nocturne.
yeah, so Birdman ran sixth. It has got 60 kilos, 2,600 it's won at. I'm taking a chance. I'm going Birdman to win the Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it popped up in my numbers. I just think Birdman's a little bit overrated, to be honest, and does get a bad draw. Um, Sadati's going to be leading them up again, of course, but
Yeah,
if they can run him down this time over the 2,600 meters, speaking of bad barriers, I actually liked Golden Snap in this from barrier 17 with Mickey Dion. Does get back in the run and can run home well. I'm still waiting for Whiskey on the Hill to produce a big run because I think that horse does have ability. He's just got to put it all together.
you're probably right. I did look at it, but I don't know, too many chances. Tony, have you had a look at anything in that one?
Oh, I did look at Whiskey on the Hill, but Damien Lane's on it, so there's no bet for me. I never bet that race.
It's
That
actually
prick,
riding quite
he's
well,
a
Tone.
scumbag. He's an absolute scumbag. He's out of
You're not
form.
with you're not with Berkeley Square again. You've backed that one before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, but I
It's
don't
in my
really
numbers.
like
I got to say that
No, there's a few
and
there.
I did look at
it's
the
pretty
sprint.
open.
What about
It's pretty open.
what about the sprint, the champion sprint?
Ooh.
This would be like you, Mano, you, Tone, and me run down the street, okay, half naked, all right, to see who can get to the pub first. Just see,
Oh God,
Like
too
Will
bloody
Farrell in
hippo.
old school.
Right.
We're streaking, and there's nobody there. It's just me. You'd set me up for it, you bastard.
what do you reckon? We had a
But
good race.
in the sprint, yes, absolutely down the straight. I can't go past Tentris. The way he won the Gothic and then come out and just burst clear in the Coolmore. He's going to have to take his medicine again from that barrier 3 with Willow on. I do prefer the outside draws on the straight tracks, but if anything can do it, it's going to be Tentris for mine anyway.
Tone?
Hard to beat.
Yeah, I looked at Tetris. I'd have a bit of coin on Giga Kick, but it's got far too much weight, so
I
no
think
bet
so,
for
yeah.
me. Yeah,
It's
but
53 and a half or 58 and a half, isn't it? But
yeah.
Well,
have we forgotten about Jolly Star, or do you like her, Taz?
that's what I was going to make it nice and even because I think it is a 3 horse race, and I
Yeah.
think that you two boys have picked the two key chances, and I'll pick the third one, and that's Jolly Star. I think it's the forgotten one. I think as money comes for Tetris, Jolly Star might get out a bit more, and I wouldn't be
Mm.
surprised if they backed Giga Kick a little bit. So I reckon we could get a good price, but I really like this race, and I would be very, very surprised if the winner wasn't one of those three.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
you're right there,
Jolly
Tabs. Yeah,
Star is one of those that she needs a run race to suit, which probably cost her in the Everest, as J Mac said.
Yeah.
That she just lost her action because the tempo was too slow. They didn't go quick enough early.
Well,
But
it's a good
we'll
race.
see on Saturday.
Absolutely.
It is actually. I'm excited by it.
Now
Like Big Kev, I'm excited.
there's another
you
race.
see, boys, on RaceNet there. You see
Yeah,
what's written up the top?
guys.
It's a good four, but it says heavy intensity rain.
Yeah, I know.
So
Okay.
I've sort of read it the wrong way, maybe. The rain, if the rain doesn't come, well, so be wary of that, eh? I
Yeah,
can always hope for a scratching.
it might rain heavy intense, but I don't think it's like it's not going to like be a prolonged period of rain. So I think it might just be like rain, and then that's
Big
it.
gush and
You know,
yeah.
that's what
Flemington drains pretty well too.
I could be wrong. But what I'll do is I'll look out the window on Saturday morning for you, and I'll tell you how's that.
All right. Moving on, we got the Champions Mile Race 7, also a $3 million Group 1.
There is.
What do we
Now,
like there, boys?
I want to ask you a
Ooh.
question first.
Yes.
Before, and this goes to both of you, but number four, Lake Forest, Haggis, got a horse in this race, and he's got one in Sydney as well. I want to know where
Yeah.
he's on, but he's also brought out, is it Tim Marquand? He's the
Yeah. I was just going to mention that. He's Maureen Haggis has had a crack at Zach Purton the way he rode Lake Forest in the Everest. So they've flown out their own jockey, Tom Mark, wanted to go over and have a crack at him. But I mean, this is the Golden Eagle winner from last year, so we know he's got ability.
What do you like, boys? Can Brightside do it?
No.
I hope not. Yeah, Williams is on it, and I think Damien Lane will stuff up Treasure at the moment, so I won't be backing either of those. I'm not having,
Why did
not
you?
having a bet.
What about
Treasure at the moment, I just don't know if she's come back as well. They keep saying she's right, she's ready to run, but she hasn't really produced the same as what we saw in autumn. Pride of Jenny, she showed that she is back last start. She broke away from him, and there's probably a danger of doing that again. Not really a race I really want to get involved in because Brightside can step up, although he doesn't like a fast run race. You've got Pericles in there as well at rough odds. Like we said, Pride of Jenny could break away. Steffi Magnetica, Treasure of the Moment, she could turn up. I actually like a Lucy if you're going to have an each way bet in this race. I thought her run last start was quite credible.
you've gone through about six and you've still missed one.
No. I mentioned a few, and I
Oh,
said I would have an each way bet on like a
No, I
Lucy.
know that, but you've still missed one that I think is a chance. Tone, I'm going to
Oh,
give
okay.
you to find it.
I think it's the two, the Wolf. See, what is it?
Yep.
Seal Wolf, the Group
Yeah.
1 winner.
Yes, yeah,
I
with
think I'm just saying it's a
Chad the
thing.
lad on board.
Yeah.
You
And
reckon
what
that, Tab?
Joe Pride's got it. Yeah, look, it returned back to form with the last start win. I like this race a lot. Not to say that I'm going to have a bet in it, but I do like it. And I think Pride of Jenny might not get all the favours this time. And I think that Treasure the Moment, we're either going to see the best of her or we're going to see the last of her for this campaign.
But yeah, I thought last race should have been her last race, actually. I thought she'd be in the paddock until autumn, but they said she's right, so they're going to go away. Like I said, I like this race. It's not really a betting race for me. If I was, it would be an each way on Michael Lucy, who ran second behind Pride of Jenny last start.
Nice one. Well, we know who runs in the last or the second last of Champion Stakes, and that's our Cox Plate winner. But can the
Oh,
Cox Plate winner get beat via Sistina?
no. I said no. I mean, second favourite Tom Kitten. It shows the strength of the field, doesn't it? It's pretty poor behind her. She's in a she's a high school kid running against the kindergartners.
Tony,
That's the quality of this race.
have you found a Quinella
Yeah,
if you're in the Mato thinking?
I reckon what's no, yeah, Via Sistina wins by a mile. Zambardo runs second. Was $26 into about 15 skins, but
Yeah, well, he was he
yeah.
was listed to run in the Kyneton Cup and scratch for this, so that's quite interesting.
What do
I
That's
think Zambardio could be in the minors, and I think Pierre could be in the minors as well. Number
you know
six.
you know who I've got in my mind is here?
no
Who's that?
idea.
Light infantry man. I thought its Cox Plate run was okay.
Oh,
I
It
honestly,
wasn't bad.
I thought it was okay. And I think that Via Sistina probably does win this race. And I just think that Light Infantry Man could run into the money. Wasn't that bad a run. I think it finished fifth or sixth in the Cox
Yeah,
Plate,
it was fifth in the Cox Plate. Yeah.
fifth.
where
Yep.
no one gave it a chance. Um,
Yeah, well, there you go. We've given you a standout for the exotics here, and we've given you a few selections for the minors. So take those trifectas and first fours, people.
that's exactly right. Now, what do you think, boys? Have you got anything else on the card? Anything on
Yeah, mate.
Pakenham?
I
Anything
got
on Saturday? Anything?
well, not Saturday, but I'm just going to mention that Lee Freeman's running diversity around at Eagle Farm next Wednesday. He's Jace Murray up the backside after the last ride, rode it too hard out of the 1600. He thought he was racing a maiden. We're going over 1800. He's pretty keen that she's going to be a 2000-meter horse. Obviously, she's still learning, and she is one of the highest rated horses in that race, and one of the youngest as well. So see how what comes up with the weights from the handicapper, and we'll keep you informed for next Wednesday.
Tone, yourself, anything that you've got on the snake?
Well, this is the question for you boys to find me the winner, because I looked at this and there's two of them that I like and follow in this race. Flemington Race 3, King of Rousseau, and Big Swinger, and I can't split them. Who
Well,
wins it?
I know that Big Swinger goes really good. It's only been unplaced once. I know Willow is on it. And Willow rides all of little what's her name? Little Child, is it? Charlotte's horses are good horses. I've said that before. There's
Yeah.
one in that race that I also looked at that gave me a bit of concern because I rate Big Swinger a lot because it only failed in Sydney. But I'll tell you
Mm.
the name of the horse that, and as a result, I'm going to stay away from that race, Tone, because I don't know whether I should back it or not. And I don't like having Benny two bets these days.
Well, mention it, Jesus.
I'm looking for it. I've got to remember the name of it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you just
No,
quickly.
no,
I actually liked.
Vestas. No,
Yeah,
Vestas.
I was just going to mention. I was just going to mention Vestas. I thought he had excuses last start and could quite well improve from that last start run, third up. And I don't mind. I don't mind Nadal either at a price.
It was scratched, I think, the last couple of days. I don't know if it was today or.
That's right.
But yeah, Vestas is the one that it raced. It flew home last year, this time of year. Um,
Vestas, that's it, is it?
yeah,
I'll write it
number
down.
14. Benny Mellon's on it.
Ben Mellon, yeah. It was well enough supported last start too, and just sort of disappointing in the fourth, but absolutely flew home late, big late splits. Yeah, I don't mind Vestas in that race either, Taz.
I would be sticking, you see, with Big Swinger though, Tone, I reckon I'd be putting it ahead of your other selection because I think Big Swinger's just going to be in a more prominent position. I think that Little Child, Charlotte's been holding back on this horse a bit, um, and this could be a bit of a target race. It's always been a horse I liked, and second preparation will be really interesting to see how good it goes.
Mm. And he does fly
Right.
first up. He's two from two first up.
Yeah. Now, what about Durban Harbour? Let's not forget talking about Bryn's horse. I kept
Oh,
the message.
Oh,
I kept it
beautiful.
cryptic because like sometimes when we have people that we know that are on our page and stuff, and they own horses, I think it's they're paying the bills, so it's up to them to share. But I thought I took a chance because I know Bryn's shared it before, um,
Mm.
and I kept it a bit cryptic, and he came in. But how good was that? $18 this one.
Oh,
that's the win.
ran like a $2 favourite,
Yeah.
screaming home down the middle lane over the top of all of them. That was a great run.
Yeah, well, I'd be interested to see what they do with it now because I think and Brent will be. I mean, he's not on the show to say anything, but I reckon it's a sort of horse that will get over ground. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see it. I would love to see it win the Caloundra Cup.
Ooh, Caloundra.
Yeah,
Yep.
because in
Interesting.
the autumn they win the Caloundra Cup, and then they keep racing, and they eventually come down to Melbourne, like incentivise, like half yours, and they win
Half yours.
the Melbourne Cup.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Formulas there.
Yeah, so it's what do you reckon, Brent? If you're watching the show, tell us if we're talking up your dream. Gents, anything else? I know I do like something tomorrow. Um, that McAvoy and Tone's best mate Billy Egan is on.
Oh,
Billy.
Billy Egan.
It's called
Actually, I've gone off Billy a bit lately. I haven't been giving him a whip, and it's Ethan Brown who's been screwing me lately.
yeah,
And him and Damien Lane should be both put out. Shocking.
Actually, Ethan Brown's been riding quite well in Sydney. Since he made the move to Sydney, EB's been riding quite well. They're very happy with him up there.
It's good he can stay up there. Yeah. It's just keep him off the horses that I support.
Yeah.
They never
I was also reading an article about the Macmillan stable that gave Jamie Carr her first start.
Mm.
And yeah, it was a really interesting piece because when Jamie was like 14 or whatever, and she was picking up manure there, and she'd never been on a horse. And I think her mother said to her, or to Macmillan, to John, I think his name, don't ever let her ride one. And when they did, because Jamie was probably cheeky in the early days as well, she was just gifted. They just thought from day dot she had a way with horses. And to be fair,
She was,
I know she had the fall and everything, but she is our premier female jockey, isn't she?
Cheers.
yes, you would be, yes, for sure.
Yeah,
And like you said, she had the fall last year and she's went into the coma and to come back from it. And it's another fairy tale story for the Melbourne Cup. There's a movie in the making there.
yeah. So, all right,
But
gentlemen.
she started well balanced with real soft hands. And I think the balance has gone a little bit because as she's got older, she's got a little bit more heavier. But soft hands are still there, very much the way Damien Oliver rode his rides,
Yeah, look, I've
the
always
soft hands.
I like to see the battler get up, and I think genuinely. As much as we've bagged her and people have bagged her, and she's got indiscretions and everything, I reckon she'd be the sort of person that you could, like, if you met her, she could be your friend. Do you know what I mean? You could be a friend of hers. She parties.
She's
She's,
relatable.
yeah. So I think it's a
Yeah. Well, as you're saying that, I'm thinking of Rachel King, and you don't really see her in the spotlight. I mean, she's done other stuff overseas. That's why you don't see her as much, and that's why Jamie Mellon is the premier female jockey in the
yeah,
country. But
that's
you
right.
don't see Rachel King as someone that's sociable with you.
Mind you, Rachel
That's
King can write.
Of
Um,
course you can. That's
it's
why Japan keep calling her back. That's why Hong Kong keep calling her back.
it's interesting because she started writing in those they're like, what do they call them? They're peer, not the peer to pubs or something, but they're those bush type races. They go for distances and
point to point.
point to point type. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
So she
That's
started
it's
riding those. And then because she's not originally from the land of Oz either. She's an import too.
I think she's originally British, but she's been here a long time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, her time will come, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else rode really well in the cup was that Celine was the road
Celine
Tom.
Gaudry on
Yeah, how
Torrenzino. Celine Gaudry, yeah. Yeah, probably reproduced the Geelong Cup run and placed accordingly for it. But she did ride well. Yes, you got to give it to her.
yeah, so all right, gentlemen. Well, with that, I think we're all done. If you are following the aliens story, they're about 30 days away. That's what they reckon. Just thought I'd throw that in there. So at least we'll get the
Right.
carnival out of the way.
Yeah.
Um,
it's
to all our new followers, we hope we don't send you broke. And if we do send you broke, it's okay because there's a lot of us here that are rattling tins. Don't worry about it. No, we go all right. We do go all right, I think. All up,
We
if
have our moments.
I think we do, yeah.
yeah,
And we own them. That's the beauty of it. So we're not going to
Absolutely.
profess to being superstars, even though we are. But when we go terrible, we're very quick to own it. So Gents, I'll leave it to you guys to sign us off.
Yeah. Well, why do women wear underwear?
Oh,
It's law that you must always cover a manhole.
that's it. That's it.
On that note, guys, you have a great weekend. It's Champions
Always a
Day.
pleasure.
And let's get into it.
Thank you, gentlemen. Great
Thanks.
night.
Have a nice
Thanks.
weekend. Bye.
Yep.